I came across a group of refugees that were fleeing from the ravages of war. You better not have been laughing where that ended, because I got it right.
Are you rolling?
I am now.
3.
That wasn't even hard.
That was too hard. It was hard. Was it hard, Roger, or what?
That is not
hard.
hard.
It sounded hard.
Yeah, it was hard.
Promotional consideration provided by...
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
Stick to your guns, son.
Nothing counts so much as blood. The rest are just strangers.
Killed just about everything that walks or crawls at one time or another. And I'm here to kill you, Little Bill.
Yeah, this life's gonna be real damn tough. You take them scars and you call that blood.
And on my worst day, I could beat the hell out of you.
Everyone's an outlaw.
Outlaw, the Western Channel on Digital 3.4.
Roku users, here's how you can add KY3 to your device in just a few simple steps. Grab your remote and head to the search bar. Once you're there, type in KY3. You'll see the thumbnail appear. Select it, then choose Add App. Once it's installed, head back to the home screen and find the app. Select the app to open it. Now you have access to free live newscasts, first alert weather, and our full library of local content. Stream anytime. KY3. Grab your gear and fish for a cause at the Ark of the Ozarks 8th Annual Open Buddy Bass Tournament. Saturday, April 18th at Table Rock State Park Marina from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. All anglers are welcome. Entry is $180 per boat, with a big bass pot paying out 2 spots and gift cards. Enjoy lunch, prizes, raffles, and more, benefiting the Ark's education and recreational services. Register now at thearkoftheozarks.org/event or call Michelle Fields at 417-874-1955. The KY3 First Alert Weather app prepares you. Download today.
When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The more you know you're watching television that's... When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The more you know on NBC.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dylan Dreyer. Welcome to another adventure on Earth Odyssey. Today, we're getting a look at how Earth's most amazing animals keep themselves healthy and happy. Like these colorful characters always working to keep their plumage perfect. And a stylish species that makes pest control a priority. Later, we'll wing our way to the tropics to meet some eco-friendly flyers. But our first stop is in the heart of Africa to see a monkey troop in tip-top shape. Join our amazing animal excursion here on Earth Odyssey. A baboon's life, much like our own, relies heavily on social connections and a deep sense of community. No baboon can survive successfully in the wild without its clan, and that mutual dependence on one another has formed unique and sometimes unexpected habits from the day they're born. One of the most consistent battles in the animal kingdom is the fight against pests. And when it comes to fending them off, some animals are better equipped. Monkeys, for example. With their long arms and fingers, they can reach any part of their body with precision, or even their friend's body. For baboons, there's a bonus for parasite removal, a tasty snack. And there's a good reason why they use their mouths instead of their fingers to pick off the pests. While their thumbs and fingers are useful, they aren't well enough coordinated to grab the tiny insects. Their teeth, on the other hand, are surgically precise. While they may be the most famous for it, monkeys aren't the only animals that appreciate mutual grooming. In fact, it's a very widespread practice, and its benefits are obvious. Mutual grooming helps to clean parts of the body which would otherwise be unreachable. And of course, it's a tried and tested bonding exercise. But for the really tough to reach places, there are always a few volunteers available. This young impala is acting as a living bird feeder for these oxpeckers. They've come for the backside buffet of insects in the impala's fur. Occasionally, the oxpeckers can be pretty intrusive, bordering on downright rude. But animals put up with their cheeky nature because they are the best in the business at keeping coats of all colors and sizes healthy. From zebras to water buffalo, and especially giraffes. Oxpeckers aren't too picky as long as there is ample space to cover. And a giraffe's neck is the perfect hunting ground. The giraffe is a willing and thankful host. Hippos are another appreciative customer of the oxpecker's grooming services. Rhinos are a particularly attractive animal for oxpeckers. The large surface area and minimal hair make their jobs easier. And they're extremely safe while cleaning the rhino. This symbiotic relationship between oxpeckers and the animals of the savannah shows that even in the wild, nothing beats a sense of community. After the break, we'll see how birds bring their own personal style to the wild and why these memorable mammals are a sight for sore eyes. Plus, meet one of the Caribbean's most prolific pollinators. Stay tuned for more Earth Odyssey.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman... Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes.
Like my mom and you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
I just got my permit!
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
Up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
To have gold coins in my possession, that hard asset is a insurance, you might say, against the paper dollar. It's not for my insurance, but it's for my daughter's and the grandchildren's insurance. Whereas keeping a lot of cash in your bank account can really almost end up being nothing. You have to keep cash, but you don't have to keep everything in cash, and you don't have to put everything in the stock market, and you don't have to put it all in a bond market. You do a little bit of everything. In fact, I sleep better with gold than I do with the stock market because it's tangible. It's there.
If you've bought gold in the past or would like to learn more about why physical gold should be an important part of your portfolio, call to receive the complete guide to buying gold. This is important and valuable information, including facts you should know about purchasing gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. Call now and you'll also receive the Global Gold Forecast Special Report. Inside, you'll find the real issues on why you need to start owning gold today. You'll also receive a copy of the new report, Protection in the Risk Zone. U.S. Money Reserve can walk you through the 3 simple steps of transferring your existing 401k or IRA into a precious metals IRA, backed by physical gold to further protect your assets from market instability. All you have to do is call U.S. Money Reserve, America's Gold Authority, to get your free gold kit and IRA information, including the 3 simple steps for transferring your existing 401k, 403b, and traditional IRA. With more than 2 decades in business, over $3 billion in transactions, and more than 1 million clients worldwide, U.S. Money Reserve is one of the most dependable gold distributors in America.
Pollen in your way?
Allergies on a hike? Great.
Plus, the risk of brain fog.
But we've got Allegra.
Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
The wide array of plumage and colors we see in birds is not only captivating to us, but a crucial sight for sore eyes among birds themselves, especially when trying to find a mate. Their beautiful plumage is to attract and impress, and it certainly accomplishes that goal. Whereas some animals, like gazelles, seem to be thousands of versions of the same shade and pattern, birds parade around with an amazing palette of colors. And for many, their song matches their unique look. While hundreds of bird calls may be heard across the wild, each bird is only interested in that of their own species. A calling card, if you will. Placing himself out in the open, this woodland kingfisher listens closely to the song of a rival looking to move in on his territory. But there will be no eviction today. Surveying the landscape from above, this is one of the world's largest birds of prey, the vulture. Known probably more for their scavenging than their hunting, these carnivorous birds are masters of making the most of their resources. When the time to hunt comes, vultures rely on their extremely acute eyesight to find their next meal. Able to spot prey or carrion from up to 4 miles away, their next meal seems to always be in sight. This Hadida ibis is on the hunt for food. Unlike most avians, this bird doesn't depend on its sight. Instead, it's all about smell. Its long beak is equipped with special sensors that detect odors and tell it just the right place to dig for a delicious morsel. For the yellow-billed stork, the beak calls on another sense, touch. Not only is it a tool that this bird can use with extreme precision, but it's equipped with tactile sensors. When the stork fishes, its beak is triggered by reflex when it feels a fish. experts groom, you can tell that there's an enormous connection between sight and touch. It's an impressive display of coordination and expertise that showcases the amazing senses of this remarkable animal. Coming up, this sea of stripes is the perfect pest repellent. And a curious colony of Caribbean natives are staying up past bedtime when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC.
If it hurts you to watch this, you'll want to hear this. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
Gold Bond believes in the power of touch. A loving touch. A touch that says, I'm never letting go. That's why Gold Bond is formulated to make your skin irresistibly touchable. Get in touch. Gold Bond.
Ooh, a timeout. Incoming dishes. Doc. With Dawn Power Wash, he can fly through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Oh, migration. Look at him go.
Yeah, Dawn Power Wash is unique. It absorbs grease with 3 cleaning boosters, removing it 5 times faster.
Ooh, for beak's sake. That was fast.
And Power Wash can replace multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, fumble recovery.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Strap in, because anything could happen.
Reggie Dinkins, new episode, Monday. Fire TV users, here's how you can add KY3 to your device in just a few simple steps. Grab your remote and head to the search bar. Once you're there, type in KY3. You'll see the thumbnail appear under Apps and Subscriptions. Select it. Then choose the download icon. Once it's installed, select the Open button to start the app. Now you have access to free live newscasts, first alert weather, and our full library of local content. Stream anytime. KY3.
You have to look natural. Like this.
Get all-time great comedy hits free on Cozy TV.
Cozy TV over the air and cable is sponsored by Indigo Sky Casino, Discover Audiology, and Outdoor Wonders.
Enter the shadowy world of London's Fleet Street with Sweeney Todd, Stephen Sondheim's chilling masterpiece presented by Springfield Little Theater. Follow the vengeful barber Sweeney Todd as he returns from exile to seek justice against those who wronged him, with the help of the delightfully devious Mrs. Lovett and her questionable meat pies. Tickets for Sweeney Todd are on sale now at 417-869-1334 and at springfieldlittletheater.org.
Be forewarned with push alerts on the KY3 weather app.
Come on, Mario!
We are going to stop that monster.
The Super Mario Brothers movie, tonight on NBC.
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
In an environment with such incredible biodiversity, it can be hard to find one species that truly stands out among the rest. a creature completely different from its co-inhabitants because its way of thriving in the wild is unlike any other. However, you're about to see an animal that certainly meets that criteria, living in the spotlight thanks to their one-of-a-kind lifestyle. The wild is full of memorable mammals that have looks and habits that are hard to miss. From the wildebeest to the Nyala. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. But a common theme you may notice is dark coats. The browns, blacks, and grays give them a subtle disguise amongst the shade of trees and bushes. However, there's still one concern, no matter the coat's color. Pests. Whether light or dark fur, animals in the wild must constantly contend with a bombardment of bugs. So they all have their own strategies of how to repel them. Some lick, some scratch, some hide. But there's one animal who uses style to keep the bugs at bay. Zebras. Their striped hide works like a natural insect repellent, confusing flies and disrupting their ability to land effectively. But among all the stripes, one discrepancy sticks out. A small black patch on the inside of its hind legs. It's an area of bare and calloused skin with a crucial function. It protects the leg. This patch stops the sharp edges of the zebra's hoof from injuring it when resting. The pad cushions the exact place where the hoof makes contact. A zebra's coat is as versatile as it is unique. But herbivores aren't the only ones with stylish looks and social sensibilities. African painted dogs are more than up to the challenge. These expert hunters live and hunt in groups, epitomizing the success of teamwork. Other animals are constantly on alert when wild dogs are around, especially if they are newborns, like this baby wildebeest. Wild dogs are the least demanding of all African dog families in terms of habitat. But there's one thing they appreciate more than anything: access to a pond. When they get to the water's edge, they can't resist the temptation to get in. The painted dog has in its arsenal stamina and speed. It can run at nearly 30 miles per hour for several miles. This gives it a massive advantage when hunting. But for now, rest is on the minds of both predator and prey, making for a peaceful afternoon. When we come back, we visit a creature of the night that needs no introduction. Stick around for more Earth Odyssey right after this.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing, or swallowing. following. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action.
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
Did you know taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep? So you wake refreshed for a more productive day. Get 24-hour continuous relief that does not fade. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
The Home Depot is your home for low prices, guaranteed. Every aisle. Every day. Get everything you need to start your spring with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot.
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
Another day. Same pain, same meds, same struggling for symptom relief. Injections like Humira and Enbrel work similarly to treat moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis. But if your symptoms haven't improved enough, Rinvoq works differently. It's a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve RA and PSA joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. Even after 3 years, many people felt this relief. In PSA, Rinvoq can leave skin noticeably clearer.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Do something different. Ask your doctor if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
Leadership starts on the field. Kids who play sports build confidence, teamwork skills, and resilience. Help them step up so they can lift others up. The more you know.
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Deep in the tropical islands of the Caribbean, there's one type of mammal indigenous that's role is paramount to the survival of a vast array of both plant and animal species. A major contributor to the proliferation of seeds and the pollination of plants, bats are a key species in this environment. They are, in a way, the forest's little helpers. The Antillean fruit-eating bat lives only here. These medium-sized bats live in tightly knit groups in grottos and caves, upside down. When their wings are spread, they have a span of almost 2 feet, despite weighing less than 2 ounces. Their wings are in fact their hands, but between their elongated fingers, there's a fine membrane of skin, which allows them to fly. As night falls, these little finger wings allow them to fly off to feed on sweet fruit and nectars rich in sugar, the perfect fuel for their metabolism. These small mammals may undeniably be dependent on the forest, but they return the favor by being the most loyal allies to the island's flowering plants. This Caribbean tree is the perfect embodiment of the alliance between plants and bats. The kapok tree is a vegetal monster. A native of this part of the world, it dominates its realm like a monarch. Its trunk gives it an animal-like appearance, and along with its intimidating spines, has given it pride of place at the heart of Caribbean beliefs and legends, where it's often associated with death and the spirit world, a tree which is both venerated and feared. In the dry season, the kapok loses all of its leaves. It then starts to flower. During the day, only the fully closed buds are visible. The Tree King has decided to wait until night falls before its retinue of little creatures takes the stage. It's now darkest night, and hundreds of bats flutter frantically around the giant tree. This is a different species of bat common throughout the Caribbean. The Jamaican fruit bat has staked everything on the kapok tree. They're all waiting for one thing, for the flowers to finally open. That's when the magic happens. With the flowers now accessible, the fruit bats throw themselves onto the blooms, greedily lapping the nectar with their tongues. Almost every visit is an opportunity. The fruit bats guzzle the sweet liquid from the tree, and in return, they pollinate each and every flower. Time goes by, but the frenzy doesn't end. The bat's brown pelt is now stained with the flower's pollen. The harvest is turning into a party. On this Caribbean night, the fruit and nectar-eating bats are performing an act crucial to the survival and well-being of these tropical ecosystems. Their role, while almost invisible to us, is nonetheless vital. Without the bats, these tropical forests would be quite different. These tropical forests could not survive without the work of bats. And they're committed to their task without batting an eye. As we look back at the unique, weird, and wonderful animals we've seen today, it's clear that it takes all kinds of looks and talents to survive in the wild. While each may have their own individual way of getting by, only together can they create a thriving ecosystem that supports such a rich and diverse animal kingdom. Thank you for coming along on today's journey. We'll see you next time on Earth Odyssey.
When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
Hey, I'm Kel Mitchell, and you're about to meet some amazing animals who make the world a better place. This is Tales of Valor. Today, a playful border collie who balances fun and hard work when it comes to her handler.
She's my best friend.
Plus, a chocolate lab becomes the life of the party when he finds his wheelchair-bound handler.
I think Gus just came in my life at the right time.
Animals give us love, loyalty, and devotion, but sometimes they're asked to go above and beyond the call of duty when their people need help. These are the stories of those animals who answered that call, brightening our world and lightening our load every day. These are Tales of Valor. Any dog owner would agree that there are two sides to every dog. They love to chase and they love to be chased. They love to sleep, but they also love to wake you up. And any service dog owner will tell you that their dogs love to play, but they also love to work. That perfectly describes Portia, who loves to play with and work for her handler, Peyton. Take a look. Near Lake Erie's northern shore lives a 4-year-old border collie lab mix named Portia.
Portia is funny. She's pretty.
She's extremely sensitive and loving, loyal, caring. Portia just loves to play with kids and give kisses.
Portia is a service dog for an 11-year-old girl named Peyton.
She's like split personality. She's the at-home dog who's playful and just very sweet and loving. And then there's Portia the work dog, who's all business and serious and on point.
She's my best friend.
A few years ago, while at a playground, Peyton tripped over equipment and fell face first, resulting in a concussion, which unfortunately went undiagnosed.
In a split second, Peyton's face changed, she changed, our life changed.
I always felt lightheaded. I always felt nauseous. The walls looked like they were going like this in on me.
She would go to do certain things and then completely forget what she was doing, where she was going. Anything cognitive related was disastrous. You could actually see her writing would start out okay, and then it would slowly, gradually start drooping.
Months after the accident, and Peyton clearly still struggling, Stephanie spent 13 hours in an emergency room fighting for Peyton to be seen by a neurologist. She eventually got her wish. Within minutes, Peyton was diagnosed with post-concussion syndrome.
Post-concussion syndrome is when you obtain a concussion and it does not heal. So you continue to live with ongoing concussion symptoms.
Peyton is affected by everyday occurrences, such as bright light, loud noises, and crowded public spaces. It even became difficult for Peyton to attend school most of the time.
She wasn't able to be a regular kid anymore. Just the whole quality of life absolutely changed. It was, a very dark time.
Almost at her wit's end, Stephanie came across service dogs for people with post-concussion syndrome and immediately thought it would be a great thing for Peyton.
After doing some research and just communicating with other PCS patients, that's when I decided that I think Peyton could do really well with a service dog. She just lit up.
It wasn't long before Stephanie got a phone call from Elizabeth at Tim Center for Service Dogs.
They had a service dog for her. She texted me a picture of Portia, and I was like, oh, she's the one.
Stephanie was hosting a fundraiser to raise money for a service dog when Elizabeth suggested that they surprise Peyton by introducing her to Portia at the event.
My mom actually surprised me. I didn't even know that I would get a service dog then. And it was amazing.
From that first moment, the bond between Peyton and Portia was palpable.
Yeah, there she is. That's my girl.
That is a beautiful bond that from day one is just extraordinary.
I love her.
Portia is able to provide the comfort and stability that Peyton needs to live a normal life.
Since I got Portia, I've been so much better, so much happier. We just cuddle, and when she does heavy breathing, it helps calm me and rest my brain. She acts like just nuts when I'm not feeling well, tries to make me laugh.
With Portia, Peyton has made numerous breakthroughs in the last year and a half. She's able to play with her friends, visit her old favorite places, and she's on her way to going back to school full time.
The change in Peyton has been magnificent. She's got her independence back.
Portia's a lifesaver. Portia makes Peyton feel safe, gives me a sense of relief to let her go and be a kid and run outside and play with the other kids and participate.
These are Portia's angelings. She's my guardian angel.
To keep both Portia and Peyton on the same page, Peyton works with Elizabeth at Tim Center Service Dogs to train Portia on mobility and anxiety-related tasks.
Next square.
Come.
Portia needs to be able to alert Peyton when she's getting overtired or overstimulated. Portia will sit down to prevent Peyton from walking on further.
Down.
Very nice. Peyton can have difficulty with her balance, and Portia wears a special harness to help Peyton walk without falling over her feet. Not so much the leash, but the harness.
Great.
Very nice.
Half an hour, for example, before I start to not feel well, like not being able to feel my legs, not like being able to just do anything. She snorts, she nudges me.
Just the loyalty and the dedication of this dog is truly, I can't even put it into words, it's outstanding.
Peyton is ready to try something new, but it's an activity that requires her focused attention.
I might be a little bit worried. It might be loud. It might be like really busy there.
It can go downhill really fast.
Coming up, we'll see what happens when work and play mix.
I actually wouldn't even like here without Portia right now.
Plus, it's never too late to find your best pal.
I didn't think he would change my life as much as he has.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC.
Tajín, the irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to Tajín it?
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
If you know this feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
Warm your heart and your toes with Bob's Skippers from Skechers, featuring comfy memory foam cushioning. With every pair sold, Skechers makes a donation to help save pets in need, and we've already helped save over 1 million pets. Slip into Bob's Skippers from Skechers.
Over 60 years ago, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom brought the wonders of the natural world into our homes. The words of Marlon Perkins still hold true.
By learning to live in harmony with nature, man himself can play the most vital role in the wild kingdom.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom captivated audiences of all ages. It introduced us to wild animals in their natural habitats around the globe and called on us to join in conservation efforts.
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman.
Hello?
Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. Like my mom and you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission. I just got my permit!
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Portia is a service dog to Peyton, who suffers from post-concussion syndrome. Until Portia entered her life, Peyton had difficulty being in public places with loud noises and bright lights. Today, with Portia by her side, she's going to try something new by testing out her art skills in a pottery class.
This is a big step for Peyton because it's probably the first time in a few years since her accident that she's stepped out and done something that we never would have done or even considered. And with Portia by her side, it made it better than possible. It made it outstanding as an experience. She had an amazing time.
I'm actually feeling really good. I don't think I would have been able to do any of this without Portia. I actually wouldn't even be here without Portia right now. What do you think? Think it looks good?
It just opens the door to so many possibilities. Love you.
Come on, Portia.
Being able to do more with Peyton and let her be a kid and not have to worry.
Portia helps me feel happy, feel good, more stable.
The closest thing to a recovery, I guess you could say, is being able to cope and manage her symptoms the way she does, and that's 110% thanks to Portia. The potential that's ahead is very, very big, and thanks to Portia, And the dream team that they're unstoppable.
Coming up, how one dog and his handler prove that it is never too late to find love and happiness.
Gus has changed my life and making those bad days good days.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC.
Tajin, the irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to Tajin it?
I'm happy. I'm happy to have gold. I have gold as a hedge against inflation. I know that this is the only thing that represents real money. I've had a portfolio of course, stocks, but no one ever talked about gold as part of your portfolio. To make a long story short, I end up buying gold for the first time. And boy, was I excited. What I like about owning physical gold is that I'm in control of my money. No one else has his hands on it, but I can put my hands right on it right now. If I need it right away, it's there.
If you'd like to learn more about why physical gold should be an important part of your portfolio, call to receive the complete guide to buying gold. This is important and valuable information, including facts you should know about purchasing gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. Call now and you'll also receive the Global Gold Forecast Special Report. Inside, you'll find the real issues on why you need to start owning gold today. You'll also receive a copy of the new report, Protection in the Risk Zone. U.S. Money Reserve can walk you through the 3 simple steps of transferring your existing 401k or IRA into a precious metals IRA, backed by physical gold to further protect your assets from market instability. All you have to do is call U.S. Money Reserve, America's gold authority, to get your free gold kit and IRA information, including the 3 simple steps for transferring your existing 401k, 403b, and traditional IRA. With more than 2 decades in business, over $3 billion in transactions, and more than 1 million clients worldwide, U.S. Money Reserve is one of the most dependable gold distributors in America.
Tajin chamoy sauce, that tangy taste explosion with a fruity kick, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to Tajin it?
Sing it.
Thank you, Camdenton, for joining our KY3 weather tour. It was a night to remember. Android TV users, here's how you can add KY3 to your device in just a few simple steps. Grab your remote and head to the Google Play Store under the Apps tab. Once you're there, find the search icon. Then type in KY3. You'll see the thumbnail appear. Select it. Then click on the Install button. Once it's installed, select the Play button to start the app. Now you have access to free live newscasts, First Alert weather, and our full library of local content. Stream anytime. KY3.
Heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes.
This is probably making it harder.
Well, Alicia, I got too much going on to quit again.
I know we can double your chances at quitting this time. There's a free quit line. The coaches work with you one-on-one to figure out what works for you, and they understand. It's hard.
Thank you.
Make your next quit attempt with the quit line. Call 1-800-QUIT now.
Be prepared and stay safe with the KY3 weather app.
Come on, Mario!
We are going to stop that monster.
The Super Mario Brothers movie, tonight on NBC.
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Sometimes you don't know you're missing something until you find it. That's what happened to our next story. After a motorcycle accident left him wheelchair-bound, Adam Short relied on his family to keep him going. But 11 years later, Adam met a chocolate lab named Gus and found something he never knew he was missing. Take a look. Meet Gus. He's a 2.5-year-old chocolate lab and a companion to handler Adam.
Gus is just a chill dog. He likes hanging out. He's got to be around people all the time.
You know how they say that your pets are kind of like their owners? I see a lot of Adam and Gus. He's a little bit goofy, like Adam. They have a really special bond.
My favorite part about Gus is that he always looks like he's laughing.
Gussie, give me that bone.
Sometimes we'll get him little rawhide bones, and he'll just carry them around his mouth for days before he chews them. He loves stuffed animals. He'll just play with them, carry them around for a couple hours, and then he'll just tear them open. As soon as he gets the stuffing out of them, that's it. He just leaves them there.
As a boy, Adam enjoyed keeping active and playing outdoors.
I liked playing hockey and baseball. Didn't really sit around a whole lot. I was always out doing something. I grew up on motorcycles, so if it was a Saturday, I was out riding my motorbike all day long.
After graduating from college, Adam moved to Baltimore to start his career as a geological driller.
So I was just finishing up school, and we thought that I was going to move to the States. We would live happily ever after. That didn't work out so well.
One night I was riding my motorcycle home, and I took an off-ramp a little too quick and lost control of the bike, and it threw me over the front end of the handlebars and it came down and crushed my neck, crushed 2 vertebrae, leaving me a C6, C7 quadriplegic.
The doctor told me that he didn't think that Adam was going to walk again. So it was very, very devastating.
When I came home from the hospital, life changed in pretty much every way. I couldn't do the things that I did before. I had to figure out new ways of doing pretty much everything.
Old photos of his sports days and his bikes in the garage were a daily reminder of a life he missed out on.
Francine went back to work, and my mom was working, and it was just me in the house by myself. So there was a few months where I didn't really do anything.
He sat in his room for months, probably depressed, although he would never admit that. Probably a little bit angry, sad.
Adam would spend hours in front of the TV, not wanting to venture too far from his living room.
I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to go to the mall. I didn't want to see any people.
Francine often felt uneasy leaving Adam on his own while she was at work.
I think I'm always nervous that something is going to happen. I've received a phone call. My chair is broken and I'm stuck in the middle of the living room. Or, you know, I'm not feeling well. You need to come home. So having Gus definitely alleviates some of that worry.
Over the next 10 years, Adam went back to school and married Francine. He learned how to make the best of his new life.
Luckily, I had a really good support system around me, and my wife, girlfriend at the time, really pushed me and didn't allow me to sit around and feel sorry for myself. I started working at a travel agency where I specialize in mobility impaired travel and trying to help other people in wheelchairs see the world.
There are so many agencies out there, but no one really understands the limitations of accessibility travel. And so having Adam in here, who has traveled extensively, it's opened up a whole new world, and especially for anybody who struggles with traveling.
Adam had no idea what he was missing until Gus came into his life.
We just got Gus as a pet, and I never even really thought about getting a service dog. I had been asked in the past if I wanted a service dog, and I didn't really feel like I needed one, and I didn't want to take a good working service dog away from somebody else that really needed him.
But when Adam and Francine first got Gus, he was a wild puppy.
He would jump up on the furniture and just do laps around the house as fast as he could. He needed some training and some behavioral work.
The trainer they found for Gus also had experience with service dog training.
She said, well, why don't you have a well-behaved dog with a few extra skills? And I thought, well, that would work out pretty well.
Gus gives Adam companionship and helped reintroduce him to the outdoor life he loved before his accident.
Go get your ball. Go get your ball.
On my days off, I didn't really do anything before I had Gus. I would sit and watch TV, where now Gus gets me outside and we're outside all day. I'm usually in my power chair, and that's where Gus and I can go off-road and go in the fields and around the park.
When I see Adam and Gus out in nature, I just get this overwhelming sense of joy and happiness.
Go in the truck? Come on.
The freedom that Adam feels with Gus has made them inseparable. Adam would like to start exploring the world beyond his backyard, but Gus does not have full service dog status and does not yet have the legal right to go everywhere with him.
Unfortunately, the last trainer we were working with had to close her doors, so he didn't go through the full process.
Today, Adam and Gus will take the public access test, and this test will determine if Gus is ready for full service dog status.
Adam, let's go in the mall and we can start the test.
Perfect. Sounds good.
If Gus fails, then Adam's dreams for traveling the globe will be shattered.
No, sit. Gus.
Coming up, we'll see how Gus does when he puts his skills to the test.
There's a lot of hard work to get Gus to this point and a lot of dedication.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. With Tremfya, clear skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
Tajín Chile Lime Sauce, mild with major Chile lime flavor. It takes snacks to a whole other level. What's your way to Tajín it?
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell.
Action! You don't have to have a loved one in need to be a caregiver. Check in with organizations in your area to learn about ways to help others. Things like giving rides and delivering meals. There are likely lots of ways to give your care. And hey, thank you. The more you know.
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Gus has become the friend that Adam didn't know he needed.
My life without Gus, now that we've had him and I know what life before was like, would be very boring. He definitely adds a lot of adventure and excitement to our lives.
Adam would like to continue his adventures with Gus by traveling the world with him. For this, he will need official service dog status, and today is the public access test.
So Adam, to start the test, I'll give you some directional command.
The first part of the test is a few basic obedience commands.
Turn. Okay, slow down. Turn. Turn. It means so much just because he can help me in so many different ways now, such as picking up items and opening doors, and just to be able to take him with me to different areas really helps me go out in public and have a little more confidence. Okay, Gus, so you're going to take you off leash. You stay. Stay there. To me. Gus, come. Sit.
Stay. Good boy. Good boy, Gus. The second part of the test is Gus's reaction to a stranger.
Good boy, Gus. Stay.
Service dogs are not to be touched while on the job, so Gus must not get distracted by the attention.
Good stay, Gus. Perfect. All righty. Thank you very much.
The final and most difficult part of the test for Gus is the leave it command. Gus must resist the temptation to eat a treat placed in front of him.
There was a lot of hard work to get Gus to this point, but a lot of long hours and a lot of dedication from myself and Gus. Gus, leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Stay. Good boy, Gussie. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Look at me. Look. Up here. Gus. Here, Gus. Gus. Look. Look at me. Look at me. Stay. Good boy, Gussie.
Congratulations. You did an awesome job on the test.
Thank you.
Fantastic, Gus. Excellent service dog.
Perfect.
Very nice.
Good job, Gussie. We did it, Gussie. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Touch it. There you go. Oh, I'm feeling super excited, super happy. Gus just passed his ADI service dog test, so I'm so happy at Gus. He's a certified service dog now. I think the first place we'll take him is maybe on an overnight trip, try him in a hotel and see how he does. Good boy. You have family and you have friends, but just to have that bond with an animal is definitely something special. I don't always have good days. I might always have a smile on my face, but I do have bad days and days that I get frustrated with my disability. But when I come home, Gus is there wagging his tail and a smile on his face, and all those bad days just kind of melt away. Gus has changed my life just by being there, just by always being happy to see me and making those bad days good days.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hug your pet, because someday they might be your star in the Tale of Valor. We'll see you next time.
The following program is an advertisement paid for by Ozark Full Gospel and does not necessarily promote or express the views of Gray Television Group, its employees, or affiliates.
Welcome to Touching the Ozarks, the weekly television broadcast ministry of Ozark Full Gospel Church, featuring the Bible teaching of Pastor James Akins. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned as we get ready to hear another message from God's exciting word.
Jesus said, when I die for the world, I'm going to the tomb, and I'm going to get up from the grave, and I'm going to offer salvation to the whole world. And I want you to know, for the Christian, the best is yet to come.
At Ozark Full Gospel Church, we have 3 exciting services every week. Our service times are Sunday morning at 10:30, Sunday night at 6 p.m., and Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. There is meaningful praise and worship and powerful Bible preaching at every service, and we never close for any reason. In addition, be sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date with all of our upcoming events and most current information. We look forward to seeing you soon, right here where we are touching the Ozarks with Jesus Christ.
Today, we are in the 6th chapter of St. Luke. You thought we'd never get there, didn't you? This is a great chapter, and we're going to go down to verse 11, beginning with the first verse. And I know that you were standing a moment ago, but we are Pentecostal, up, down, up, down, up, down. And let's stand for the reading of God's Word. Luke chapter 6. If you don't have a Bible with you, you can read it. It's always up. The Word of God's always lit up in lights here at the church. It says, and it came to pass on the second Sabbath after the first. You say, what in the world is that? Second Sabbath after the first. Well, that's the Sabbath after Passover Sabbath. You sure? No, but neither are you. We're not sure. Maybe a Sabbath over the Feast of Tabernacles, I don't know, but it was 2 Sabbaths together, maybe the 8th day. But anyway, let's move on, since we utterly don't know for sure, but we know it's the second Sabbath. That he went through the cornfields, that is Jesus, his disciples plucked ears of corn, and did eat, rubbing them in their hands. And certain of the Pharisees said unto them, why do ye that which is not lawful? Why do you that which is not lawful to do on the Sabbath days? And Jesus answering them said, have you not read so much as this, what David did when himself was a hungered, and they which were with him, how he went into the house of God, and did take and eat of the shewbread, and gave also to them that were with him, which is not lawful to eat, but for the priest alone. And he said unto them that the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. And it came to pass also on another Sabbath that he entered into a synagogue and taught. And there was a man whose right hand was withered. And the scribes and the Pharisees watched him, whether he would heal on the Sabbath day. And that they might find an accusation against him. But he knew their thoughts, and said to the man which had the withered hand, rise up and stand forth in the midst. And he arose and stood forth. Then said Jesus unto them, I will ask you one thing. Is it lawful on the Sabbath days to do good or to do evil, to save life or to destroy it? And looking around about upon them all, he said unto the man, stretch forth thy hand. And he did so. And the hand was restored whole as the other. And they, that is, those that were against Christ, the Pharisees, were filled with madness, and communed one with another what they might do to Jesus. I want to use for a subject this morning, there's always another Sabbath. You may be seated. There's always another Sabbath. I take that from verse 6, and it came to pass also on another Sabbath. I want to talk to you about the Sabbath and talk to you about what is transpiring here in the Scriptures. The first 2 verses is very clear that we find what is called the law of mercy. This is one of the laws of mercy. The disciples were walking. They were hungry. Jesus was hungry. And they were walking through probably a wheat field or a barley field, or maybe, I don't think it was necessarily corn like we think of corn today, but they were walking through a harvest field. And the Bible says that they were hungry, so they reached over and plucked an ear and began to rub the grain in their hands, blew the chaff away, and they ate it. When they were traveling, there was not get and go.